Chunky here, back with another motherfucking video. So I got pasta for you guys. I was on TikTok live and I asked you guys what you guys wanted to see me eat, and a lot of people said pasta. I ordered from somewhere else, but they fucking canceled my order and I was really upset. But I got this from BJ's. Y'all know what BJ's is. It's in the Montebello Town Center. These are my favorite avocado rolls. You can't go wrong with BJ's. So I said, if the other place don't want to bring me food, I'll get BJ's. So it's in the Montebello Town Center. It's not too far away. So today I got for you a story time about the dramatic day that I moved out. I moved out at the age of 20 years old. And wait, was I 20 or 21? I think I was 21. And I just kind of want to share with you how that went. And we got some avocado rolls. These are my favorite. These are from BJ's. I got a story time for you, alright? So today, I'm going to be telling y'all my dramatic story of when I first moved out of my house. The first time I moved out. It was very dramatic. Okay? It wasn't just like all nice and sweet. Like I told my mama, oh mom, I'm going to move out. And she was like, okay, sweetie. Oh my God, that's so good. Not at all. I have some stuff with you. Oh man. That's one thing about pasta. That motherfucker flies everywhere. And then I got a Coke Zero. Not because I like it, just because I didn't have no Diet Coke. That was the only shit I had, but I'm not a picky person. I've never been a picky type of person. If I could choose, I'd choose Diet Coke. I would choose Diet Coke in a heartbeat. But I had no choice right now because I had already had my food and shit was going on and I was gonna film, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm not a picky person. I grew up eating whatever my mom told me to eat because we were not rich. You know, we were poor. But anyways, that's beside the point. So I moved out at the age of 21 because I was feeling a lot of things were going on in my life, and I was feeling very a lot of you guys may know that I was not raised by my biological mother. I was raised by my tia. I don't call her tia, I call her mom. She deserves to be called mother. She's literally broke her back for me. Like, she's my angel. I love her. I love her so much. But she is a little bit overbearing. And I don't want to I'm not trying to like talk shit about her at all. I love her. And just because I'm going to say what I'm going to say doesn't mean that anything bad, or doesn't mean that I don't love her. It just means that she was a little bit overbearing. And I had already had a child. I had my daughter. And I was feeling like I couldn't really be myself. I couldn't be myself in her house. I couldn't, you know, kind of like spread my wings. I'm 20 years old. I'm not 16. I'm not 17, you know. I'm already 21 years old. And I felt like I was being treated, you know, like a child. I felt like my boundaries were being pushed as a mom, and I felt like Um, and this could happen. This could happen with mother-in-laws, mothers. They could kind of like push you to do what they want you to do for your child rather than what you want to do. And I understand, as a grown woman now, I understand that that happens. Now that I'm a mom, I have 3 kids. Like, I understand that that's the way moms are. I could feel like my mom was a little bit overbearing, just a little bit more than a regular mom. And just because I feel like she has like a lot of anxiety. But it kind of hurt my feelings the way she was. Kind of hurts my feelings the way she was with me, with my child, because I kind of felt like she was thinking I was gonna be like my own mother, like my biological mom, and she would kind of say things like that, and that would hurt my feelings, and that's what kind of like wanted me to be out of the house more, and she didn't want me to be out of the house. She wanted me to stay there. Did I say that this was chicken alfredo? This is chicken and broccoli alfredo. It has chicken and broccoli. This is from BJ's. I don't remember if I said that or not. But anyways, so my mom could kind of like kind of hurt my feelings sometimes on being a mom and kind of like the way I lived my life and also being young. She did help me and stuff like that. I truly appreciate everything that she's done for me. I do really appreciate it. Like, I can't talk about that woman without crying. Like, that's how much I appreciate her. Like, I would do anything for her. But at the same time, she did hurt my feelings on some certain things. I know that I would never be like my biological mom. And just because she's my biological mother, the other woman, just because she's my biological mom, my aunt kind of felt like she was scared of me being that way. And I know that just because my biological mother kind of dropped the ball on raising me and kind of was like, a bad person to me and was a bad parent to the rest of the kids, doesn't mean that I would ever do that. I have a big heart. I have a big heart, and I knew in my heart that I would always be there for my kids. Never let my kids go. Like, never give up on my kids, like the way my mom did. And I felt like my aunt was scared of that. And that hurt my feelings for her to think that I was like that, knowing that she most of the time raised me. I was raised with my biological mom too, like back and forth. So you could think of it as my biological mom was like my dad, and my mom was like my aunt, and they kind of like shared custody. So that's kind of like how my life was. I was like back and forth. When I was able to get older, I kind of like just asserted the fact that my aunt was my mom. I was able to say, hey, my aunt's my mom. I still did end up seeing my biological mom, and she was kind of the one that also pushed me to move out. And I feel like my biological mom pushed me to move out of my aunt's house just for her own gain. I feel like it wasn't in a good way. I don't feel like she did it to I just feel like she's very conniving, and I feel like she had kind of put the idea in my head to move out as well, to seem like kind of like probably like gain me back, gain my maybe a little bit of my love back, but also to kind of like hurt my aunt, because that's what she loves doing. She loves hurting my aunt for some reason, even though my aunt, it's sick and twisted, but even though my aunt was there for me, my biological mom still likes to hurt my aunt for some reason. Let's come to grips. My biological mom is a narcissist. Narcissistic people will hurt anybody, and with no feelings, with no regard, with no heart. So the whole time that I was with my aunt, I had my biological mother. Why do I keep saying mother like that? My biological mother in the background telling me that I should move out, putting it in my head that I should move out. And I kind of told my aunt that, and it broke my aunt's heart. She didn't want me to leave with my daughter. But I had already expressed to her my feelings, and I had already expressed to her and told her that I was feeling like I was being like she was being overbearing, and she wouldn't let me be a mom and all this stuff. So my biological mother helped me find a place, my first place. And it just so happened to be where Vato lived, in El Sereno on Lowell Street. And it was a small little tiny spot, and it was only like $700. And, you know, me and Vato were going to put in. And Vato was living in El Sereno. He was living like in his own place. Well, not his own place, but the place he lived at with his step parents. And so he was living with his step parents, and I was excited that we were going to be able to move in together and stuff like that. But he was excited. He was like, you know, I'm going to start doing tattoos. I'm going to do this, whatever, to put in on the apartment, whatever. I was excited. I was going to start my own life and do things the way I wanted to do them. And I did. I broke my aunt's heart because she didn't want us to leave, and she really loved my daughter. And I told her that she would be able to see my daughter, and I did end up allowing her to pick up my daughter whenever she wanted. So I wouldn't keep her away from my mom. But the day that I moved out, it was a little bit dramatic. So I found this place, and I was doing it the whole time, like behind my aunt mom's back. We'll call her Aunt Mom because I don't like calling her aunt. But you know, my biological mom was taking me everywhere to, you know, find things, and you know, a little couch and a little TV stand and stuff like that. My mom aunt had no idea, and I literally got the spot, paid the down payment. It was $700. It was $700 down payment, $700 a month. Very small place, a 1-bedroom. There was like a small living room, a small kitchen, and a small, it was a duplex, and it was a small room with a restroom and a walk-in closet. Very, very small, very, very dusty, musty, and crusty. But I said, you know what? I'm going to take this little place and I'm going to make it my own, you know? So I was excited. Even though it was small, even though it was tiny, it was only me, Vato, and my daughter. And I literally like just came at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon to my aunt's house. And my biological mom backed in her truck into the driveway, and I had like a back door to my room, and I just literally started taking stuff. I started taking stuff to the car. And I feel sad, like I feel sad saying this, but I literally hurt my mom's feelings, and I feel so bad. But there's some things that you need to understand, that you live and you learn. You do things in your life that you might not be happy with, and you learn from those things. And there's certain mistakes that you need to make in life to learn from, you know what I mean? So, you know, I was young. Even in your 20s, you're learning. You're learning every day. You're learning every year. Every year that life passes, you've learned from that previous year and you grow. And I really wish that I didn't leave like that, but I was a little bit angry. I'm not gonna lie, like I was a little bit angry at my aunt, and I ended up even getting in a fight with my biological mom after too, and I didn't end up talking to her for a while, even though she helped me. And that's a whole nother story. But I packed up as much stuff as I could, and my biological mom came, and I mean my aunt came, and she was crying, and she's like, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" And I'm like, "I'm moving out." And she started crying, and she's like, "No, don't go, please, you don't have to do this. Where are you gonna go? Where at?" And her husband came, and he was like, let her go. And you know, I just told her, you know, like, I gotta go. You know, I gotta go. I gotta do this. I love you, but I gotta do this. And I hugged her, and my uncle came out. He was living in the back at the time, and I was angry at him too. And I just looked at him, and I'm like, he looked at me. He's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I got my own place. Something I think you should do too." And because I was angry at him, like I was angry at the whole world, girl. Like, I don't know. And I moved to my own place, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, I don't regret it. The first month was good. I ended up eventually getting like we stood there for a couple months, and then I got another place, and we moved to Phelps Street in El Sereno. I don't know if you guys know where that is. And we moved to a 2-bedroom. It was really nice, upstairs, downstairs, almost similar to what I'm living in now. It was really nice, except now I have I have 3-bedroom here. I had 2-bedroom there, but it was like an upstairs, downstairs kind of like townhouse situation. It was really nice. That was really good too. But to be honest, I was sad. I missed my parents. I missed my aunt. I missed everything about that, you know. And I was sad. I did end up being really sad, and I did end up moving back. But my heart was sad. I was happy to be by myself and experience being by myself, but I was sad that I missed my family. And I'm happy that, you know, the second time around when I moved out, because I ended up moving back, and I was happier. I was happier when I moved back, and things got a little bit better. I ended up being able to move to a back house in the same like in back of their house. They had like a little tiny back house, and I was able to move there because I guess I pushed my uncle to like get his own apartment. I think he felt stupid, to be honest. And I think that was like a really good move for me, because I think he felt stupid when I told him he should move out too. Because I was already moved out, and he was already like in his 40s, 50s or something like that. And so he had moved out from the back house, and the back house was vacant. So I was able to have it, and I was really happy about that. And I was able to like still do my own thing, still have my privacy without having like my mom being so overbearing. And it all worked out, honestly. And the second time I moved out, it was better because, you know, my aunt helped me, and she took me around looking for places and stuff like that. And it was just a lot more at peace, being able to for her to be at peace with us leaving. And you know, everybody had a better understanding. And yeah, but I don't regret it. I feel sad the way it happened, but I was happy that everything turned out the way it did, because I ended up, you know, being able to live at my mom's for a while and rent free. So that was good. I wish I could do that again, honestly. I honestly wish that I could live with my mama again. I miss my mom. They're getting older. My parents are getting older. And I just want to take care of them, you know? Like, I'm going to cry, but my instinct is like, I want to take care of my parents and I want them to be healthy and stuff. And I want to, like, make sure they're eating good and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future, but I only pray that everything goes well in the future and that we'll see what happens, you know? I love you guys. Stay chunky. Chunky is beautiful. I hope that you guys like this video. Till next time.